In 1991, a young woman identified publicly only as Gina became the subject of one of the most disturbing exorcism cases in modern American history. Unlike historical cases buried in religious archives, this one occurred in a major U.S. city. Under the observation of Catholic priests, medical professionals, and later investigators, Gina was not living in isolation. She was part of a functioning household, receiving psychiatric attention, and was already under medical care when her behavior escalated beyond explanation. Gina's symptoms began with violent mood swings, extreme hostility, and sudden personality changes. Family members reported episodes where she would scream for hours, destroy furniture, and physically attack anyone who tried to restrain her. Her strength during these episodes was described as abnormal. According to clergy testimony, multiple adults struggled to hold her down during violent outbursts. She reportedly lifted furniture, hurled objects across rooms, and injured people attempting to help her. As her condition worsened, Gina developed an intense and aggressive reaction to religious objects. She reacted violently to prayer, crucifixes, and holy water, often convulsing, spitting, and screaming obscenities when they were brought near her. During episodes, witnesses reported her voice changing in tone and cadence, sometimes sounding masculine or elderly, sometimes speaking with hatred and precision that did not resemble her normal speech patterns. The violence escalated during the exorcism itself. According to accounts from priests involved in the ritual, Gina had to be physically restrained to prevent her from injuring herself and others. Her body twisted and convulsed violently. She struck walls, attempted to bite those restraining her, and screamed threats at those present. At times, her body became rigid and arched unnaturally. Remaining in painful positions for extended periods without apparent fatigue, what disturbed witnesses most was not just the aggression, but Gina's awareness. During calmer moments, she reportedly described intense pain, a sense of being controlled, and periods of missing time. During violent episodes, she mocked the people around her, finishing prayers before they were spoken and addressing individuals by personal details she had no known way of knowing. These moments were documented by clergy and later referenced in interviews and writings about the case. Unlike many possession cases, Gina's exorcism did not end quickly. It involved repeated sessions, psychological evaluations, and medical monitoring. Doctors involved reportedly ruled out intoxication neurological disease and acute psychosis severe enough to explain the physical intensity of the episodes. This overlap between medical observation and religious intervention is what keeps the case cited decades later. The case never resulted in death, but it came close. Medical staff expressed concern that the prolonged physical stress could cause cardiac failure or serious injury. The exorcism was eventually halted and modified to prevent fatal harm. Gina later stabilized, though full details of her long-term condition were never publicly released, adding to the unease surrounding the case. What makes the Gina case especially chilling is that it unfolded in real time, in a modern setting, under observation. There were no medieval assumptions, no isolation from society, and no lack of access to medicine. Yet the violence was real, the injuries were real, and the fear was real. It remains one of the most cited examples of extreme possession-like behavior in the late 20th century. The San Diego exorcism is still referenced in theological debates and psychiatric discussions, not because it proves the supernatural, but because it sits at the edge of what modern science and religion could explain at the time. It stands as a reminder that even in controlled environments, human behavior can descend into violence that feels inhuman. This case did not end in legend. It ended in silence, sealed records, and unanswered questions. And for those who witnessed it, it was enough to convince them that some encounters leave scars long after the screaming stops.